Well, the weather kind of a little haywire these days.
It's been wild, yeah. We're finding it a little bit warmer as we go through the weekend and into next week, and consistently stay in the 50s, still below average, but, you know, at least in the 50s, which is
an improvement.
A big improvement.
That's right, an accomplishment. All right, this is what the ocean looked like today from our Canada Beach sky cam. Very chaotic sea. This is a time lapse capturing a frame of video every 1 second. So this is not real time, but still you get the idea. The swells aren't huge out there, but still running about 10, 12 feet on the Oregon and Washington coast. And then they back off a little bit around the center of low pressure that's out there where the winds aren't quite as strong. Okay, this is what it looks like in Portland right now. It's drippy, east winds at 18, and those east winds have been strong. They're very consistent out near the gorge, of course. Corbett sustained at 26. East winds extending all the way offshore, but look at the gusts. Corbett had a gust of 53. The Fremont Bridge had a gust of 40, Troutdale 35. So, yeah, it's been a windy, cold, rainy day. And you can see all the rain that's over us. Heavier rain out in Washington County here. Some of that could turn to snow along the lower slopes of the east side of the Coast Range, but for the valleys, it's rain. Some indications we could get a few snow showers or snow flurries tomorrow morning, but won't be a big deal. No accumulations. Not much accumulations in rainfall either, only 400ths at the airport, 500ths up in Vancouver. Better amounts to the south and west, whole third of an inch down in McMinnville, so they got pretty good soaking there. No longer are there any watches or warnings in the Coast Range, but there is in the Cascades. That is a winter storm warning till 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Much of south central Oregon also under winter storm warning because this is where the moisture will be more intense, and that extends down through California. Not only does California have winter storm warnings and wind advisories, they've got flood warnings, and the blue areas are avalanche warnings. That's for Mount Shasta, that's for the Sierra. So it's all going on in California. They're really getting drilled tonight and tomorrow. We are under the influence of this area of low pressure right here, and as that gets closer to us, that's why we have the east wind right now. That's going to move north, and as it does, we'll pick up a south wind instead of an east wind, and that'll pretty much end the low elevation snow threat, at least for the next week or so we can breathe a little easier on that. Look at the moisture coming up from the deep tropics. That's part of our Pineapple Express or atmospheric river. And watch the modeling here. This is the center of low pressure that's offshore, moves northward. That's why we pick up a south wind and have a rainy day tomorrow. Turns to showers late in the day. All the while it's still raining in California. There'll be a break over the weekend. This is Saturday night, not much going on, but then Sunday afternoon, probably about 2 o'clock or so, the next storm approaches and renews the rainfall yet again. Look where this moisture is coming from. Well south and west of Hawaii, aimed at California, finally moving south and weakening as we go into Friday night and Saturday. But before that happens, a lot of rain, and then we get more rain coming in Monday. So when we start adding it all up over the next week, Brookings, 6.5 inches of rain forecast, 7 inches down there. Into California, similar heavy amounts. Much of that will be snow at Mammoth, but it's a heavier snowfall. That's why the avalanche warning is so high. Mount Hood over the next 7 days, about 3 feet, 40 inches at Willamette Pass, and nearly 4 feet at Mount Bachelor. So we're doing well with snowfall in the next week. Freezing level at 3,000 feet right now. It'll drop a little bit tomorrow, so it's going to be good snow up in the Cascades. Rainy and windy tonight with the east wind, then rainy on Friday with a south wind. The rain will turn to showers later in the day. 7-day forecast. See a 38 for the low on Saturday, but a high of 53. I have showers in there, but mainly dry Saturday and dry on Sunday till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the rain returns. Daylight saving time returns this weekend too, so don't forget to set those clocks forward 1 hour. And then in the 50s, and look at Wednesday and Thursday. Potentially 2 whole dry days in a row out there. David?
Those 50s are so welcome, and so are those later sunsets. Thank you, Matt.